It's October 19th. It's pretty late in the evening, and I got to watch some YouTube clips by this guy I enjoy, John David Ebert. Um, they were on history, Carol Quigley and historical cycles, and also Toynbee, Huntington, Agamben. Agamben. Anyway, I really enjoy these guys' lectures because he seems to keep it, boil it down for me. And, the books are great. I'm sure they are great when I get my hands on them. But he got me thinking. And in the Toynbee session, he was describing the views Toynbee have had on history, and they were really interesting for me. They got me thinking, so I wrote a little something about my ideas, just some ideas that came about this. So Toynbee's description of mimicry of old patterns keeping folk cultures alive and thriving, and his large-scale challenges of environmental factors that force new patterns giving way to states and civilizations. This seemed really interesting to me. The main thing is that there's culture and then there's civilization. And this is related to Spengler as well. And anyway, I just wrote, on the individual level, one can see how a change of scenery is productive of getting one out of a funk, so to say, and on an artistic level, the artist mimics what beauty they observe. The artist might be one that holds to beauty as folk cultures hold to patterns. Civilization in this view can be termed a decline of the vital thriving life pulse in its youth in culture. States set up fixed and steadfast patterns, though adaptive to challenges. Yet if these become imitated and held onto as a main guiding pattern, the state emerges as opposed to the nature response of joyful participation with life. Youth can be seen in this view as a rather unconscious response to the discovery of life, whereas in adulthood, patterns emerge from experience that tend to ingrain responses and choices that fixate the individual to a chosen goal. The artist can be observed as one that learns or simply tends toward the continual youthful response of mimicry and imitation of the beautiful. Shamans can be seen as those that help those who lose their youthful response with life, or those that are not capable of further maturation into the growth process in adulthood of symbiotic growth with the challenges of life, with an eye kept upon mimicry of the beautiful. The beautiful here can be observed as that which brings with it the sense of awe and wonder to the discovery of life and experience. Awe and wonder can be experienced by the forms created in civilized states. However, this can be seen as an ego-centeredness and self-aggrandizement that takes the individual out of the nature environment into an altered state of experience where one is immersed in civilization. Life is more than just human civilization. When one sees nothing other than the civilized state as one's experience, disassociation can occur. Civilization is not separate from nature, but the individual can become separated from it. It is in the beautiful that one can stay linked to the life pulse that is the origin, as it were, of the social challenges all revolving around society and the civilized state. Artists can often lose sight of beauty as their muse and get caught up in helping the ills of the civilian populace. The artist is not here to solve the world's problems. This is a concern for doctors, and this, addressed by an artist, only amounts to art therapy. Now, what I want to say here is that true beauty is not that infantile rendition. and it's something. It's a concept that's matured into. And there are whole philosophies around, what is beautiful and what is beauty. But what I'm trying to point here to is that the experience of the truly beautiful can put us in contact with a sense of awe and wonder in the discovery of life. And nature is just as beautiful as anything else. But if we don't know anything other than a civilized experience, we, so to say, are not well rounded. Anyway, those are just my ideas that were activated by Ebert's lecture. And I appreciate it, John.